Hello, once again, my friends. Welcome to this next session on our continuing theme on kinship. Now, remember, this is for you, especially who have not had the opportunity to learn Shona culture from your young age, from childhood, and want to take the opportunity to learn a few things about it. Or perhaps you are a non-Shona person, you get married, you are in a relationship with a Shona person, possibly you would want to relocate to Zimbabwe one day, or you just are an individual who is keen to visit the country and would like to just understand some basic terms that are used in everyday language by the society. So these basic terms will help you towards that end. So, just to recap from our previous session, where we spoke about, I spoke to you about the terms that we use to address our grandparents. So, both our paternal and maternal grandparents, grandfather, our paternal and maternal grandfathers, we address them with the term vasekuru. Both paternal and maternal grandmothers, we address with the title ambuya. And when it comes to the paternal male siblings of our fathers, we address them with the following terms. If they are senior to your father, you address them with the term babamkuru, which has the contraction, which can be contracted to the form bamkuru. And if the male sibling of your father is younger than your father, you address him with the term babamdiki. The contraction of that form being bamdiki. In some other regions of the country, the term babamnini is used. The contraction of that word being bamnini. Now remember, babamkuru, this kuru denotes seniority, so the one who is senior to my father. Babamdiki, diki denoting junior to my father. The same with babamnini or bamnini. Now, with regard to those male siblings of your father, remember I said they have similar authority to your father. And to show them real respect, the respect that they really deserve, sometimes we usually use the term that is more appropriate to use to address them is actually baba, the same term that you use to address your own father, because you are saying they stand in the same position in relationship to you, in relation to you as your own father. Because remember, in the absence of your father, they can rebuke you, they can advise you, they can direct you. They remember the role of a parent is not necessarily to be mean in the life of their child, but rather to be nurturing, to be supportive, to help in their development, to help point signpost to where doors of opportunities lie. So we respect them, we accord them the same respect we give to our own father. The female siblings of our father is referred to with the title vatete. And if there are two or several of them, of the female siblings of my father, I would use to distinguish between them, I would use vatete vakuru, meaning the senior paternal aunt, vatete vadiki, the junior paternal aunt, or vatete vepakati, the middle paternal aunt, things like that. When we come to the male siblings of our actually, before I move on to that, with regard to the male siblings of my father, even if that junior male sibling of my father is younger than me, I still address him as Baba. Even if they are still a toddler, even if they are still an infant, I refer to them and I address them as Baba, because eventually as they grow older, they can assume the role of my father over me. No matter if I'm gray-haired and they are still under their teenage age, I still refer to them as my father. Now, when it comes to the siblings of my mother, the male siblings of my father, I refer to as Sekuru. Sekuru. So they can be Sekuru Vakuru, Sekuru Vepakati, Sekuru Vadiki. And again, because they are Sekuru, it doesn't matter what age they are. They can be much, much younger than me. They can be still a baby that I can hold and rock in my lap. I still refer to them as Sekuru. Even if I mention their name only comes after the title Sekuru. So I would say Sekuru Jason, Sekuru Tinotenda, Sekuru Andrew, things like that. I don't just say, Andrew, come here, because I need to show that I respect them, I accord them the respect that they are of a generation that is above me. My mother's female siblings, those who are senior are my guru, and the contracted form is my guru. Those who are junior are my nini, the contracted form my nini. But again, I said to you, these female siblings of my mother have the same relationship to me as that of my mother to me. So therefore, to show them the respect that they really deserve, I don't normally use, you wouldn't normally use those terms, Amai Guru, Amai Nini, but rather just address them as Amai Mother. You just simply address them as Amai. Because just like the paternal, the male siblings of your father, these female siblings of your mother also stand in the same position to you in your life as your own mother, to nurture you, to advise you, to direct you, to rebuke you when you go wrong, and even to impose sanctions on you. In the old days, even to thrash you, to smack you. And even if your mother were still alive, if you really had done wrong, your mother would not question that sanction imposed on you by her sister, because she is acting on behalf of your mother. So that's it then with the that generation of our kinship. Now, we then again with regard to your mother's female siblings, it doesn't matter what age they are still your mother. Even if they are an infant that you rock on your lap, you still address them as Amai. We move on to the your own siblings. So if you are a male and you are referring to a sibling who is older than you, you refer to them as Hukama. Your male sibling, if you are male yourself, your male sibling who is younger than you, you refer to as Muningina. The same applies to female siblings. The one that is senior to them, they refer to as Mukoma. The one that is junior to them as Muningina. However, sometimes, and it has become predominant within Shona society, this Shonalized English term sister, that is used among the Shona to refer to your sister, whether older or younger, but usually older, referring to them as CC, but is the Shonalized form of the word, the English word sister. Now, if you are a female sibling referring to your male sibling, you refer to them as Hanradzi. That denotes brother. But that term is neutral because the male sibling can also use the term Hanradzi, referring to his female sibling. So the term Hanradzi is kind of dual, has that dual role. It refers both ways. We move on to the children of your parents' siblings. So because the male siblings of your father are also your fathers, it means their children are also your siblings. So those who are senior to you, if you are male, you refer to as Mukoma. Those who are junior as Muningina. And those who are female as Andradzi or CC. When it comes to the female, it's the same. Those male children of your father's siblings, you refer to as Andradzi, and they also refer to you as Andradzi. Female siblings as those who are senior to you, Mukoma, junior to you as Mningina, and so on. And the same words that are used for your direct siblings are also used for the siblings, for the children of your father's male siblings. And the same applies to the children of your mother's female siblings. The children of your mother's female siblings. However, it is different when it comes to referring to the children of your father's female siblings. The children of your vanatete. So if you are male, the children of your father's female siblings become vazukuru. And because they are vazukuru, they are junior to you. And that being junior is regardless of their age. They might be gray-haired, but they are still junior to you in rank. So they might arrive at your homestead and you want a goat coat. You can call them by name and say, Maruva, manya utande mbudziyo, Maruva, run after that goat and catch it for me. And as long as they are the child of your your paternal auntie, they will do that with no question. They will run around the homestead, catch the goat, and bring it to you and say, they refer to you as Sekuru, and they will hand it over to you. And when it comes to, and that term Vazukuru applies to both male and female children of your paternal aunties. Now, when it comes to the children of your maternal male siblings, you refer to them as Sekuru as well, if they are male. But if they are female, they become your mothers because they are in line of authority with your mother. I notice my time has extended quite a bit, so I don't want to take the video too long. I will cut it at this point and resume from this point next time. So thank you very much for listening and learning and keeping on being curious about Zimbabwean culture. All the best in that venture, and don't restrict yourself to learning simply from me. There are other channels from which you can learn and benefit and enrich yourself, enrich your knowledge of the Shona culture and how to interact in terms of communication within Shona society. Thank you. Bye.